difficult than what we did yesterday, so here we go. All right, number 1. It says, if Peter pays $72 to buy a watch after a discount of 20%, find the original price of the watch. Now, what most people do is they just take 20% of 72 and add it back in. That is not how you do it. All right, that's not how you do it. All right? So everybody's eyes up so I can show you. Once you understand this concept, all these problems are as easy as what we did yesterday. All right, but most people don't do that. All right, you got to listen to me now. Generally, when you go into a store, you have to pay what percent? When you buy something. Anything less than 100%, you're probably stealing. All right, so you have to pay 100%. Now, occasionally they have what? Sales. All right, in this case, you're going to buy a watch that is what? 20% off. Does everybody agree with that? All right, so normally you had to pay what? 100%. Now you only have to pay what? 80. You only have to pay 80%. Now, for me, that was obvious. For some kids, that's not obvious. I don't understand why that's not obvious. So if it's not obvious for you, you just got to tell me. You have to pay 100%, and it's discounted what? 20%. That means you only have to pay what? 80%. This is why I was telling you how you should do it yesterday. All right, because it'll help you with today. All right? If you did it your own way yesterday, today's going to be hard. All right? So we only had to pay 80%, correct? We had to pay 80% of the what? Of the
72.
Original, no. This is the 72 is the sale price. 72 is the sale price. So we're not paying 80% of 72. We're paying 80% of something, and then it became what?
72.
It became 72. Does everybody agree with me? All right. So do we know what the original price was? No, we don't know what the original price was. So when you don't know something, generally in math, we give it a what? We give it a X. Thank you very much. We give it a variable. We don't know what the original cost was. So everybody's going to write down X. All right? We don't know what the original cost was. But we know we took what? 80% of that, correct?
Yes.
So I have to take 80% of X. Yes. So how do I write 80%?
X times
0.8. Very good. You can put 0.80 if you want, but we know 80% is the same as what? 0.8. Everybody happy with that?
Yes.
So now, if we take 80% of the original price, that's going to give us what? Which is?
The original.
How much? 72, exactly. Now, some of you guys who are saying things aren't making sense because you're not listening, number one, and you're playing around. So you have better ideas if you just get focused here. Stop playing around. Stop being silly. I don't think it's silly. It's too important. All right, so I want everybody to look up here on the board to make sure you understand this. Yesterday, we had the original price, and then we took the percent of it. Does everybody remember that?
Yes.
And then that gave us the sale price or the markup. Right now, I don't know what the original price is, but I know I had to pay what? 80% of that, and that totaled what? $72. That's how simple it is to find this. And I can't tell you how many people find this just extremely difficult. I don't understand it. So now, how do I solve this one-step equation? You divide. So on your calculator, just do 72 divided by 0.8. Because we've done one-step equations a million times. So the original price was what? So the original price was $90. Now listen to me. That should be simple. That should make sense. If that doesn't make sense, I need you to tell me right now because I've got a whole bunch of problems today just like that. All right? Now, let's see if I made sense. All right. Number 2. It says the price of a math book after a discount of 25% is $30. What was the original price? Set it up for me.
So X and then in parentheses would be 0.75. equals, and then so you do 30 divided by.
Hold up. That's the setup part, guys. Again, I'm just, like I said, I get frustrated during this time because I just feel like this is super easy. And I feel like kids find this really difficult. So I need someone to tell me, are we agreeing with what he said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? I don't know what the original price is, but I know I paid what? 75% of it. Right? What throws kids off is the 25% discount. They think you multiply 25% and add it back in. That's never the case. Ever. All right? So now, tell me again what we do.
And then you would do 30 divided by 0.75.
Now, is anybody having problems solving that one-step equation? Anybody having trouble solving that one-step equation? All right. So the book was originally, tell me again.
$40.
So X is $40. The price of the book was originally $40. Is everybody okay with that? All right, Mr. Greek, you can read me number 3. Go.
When you buy 3 t-shirts, you get a 10% discount. You pay $225 for 6 shirts. That's the original price of the t-shirt.
Wow. So now, again, don't be confused by this. All right, let's go through. And a lot of times when you take standardized tests, your initial response is what? I don't know. Somebody hear me on that? Don't let that be your initial response. Do we get 10% off or not? We get 10% off. Do you agree? The reason we get 10% off is because it says we paid for, if you get 10% if you buy what? If you buy 3 shirts. Did we buy 3 shirts?
Yeah.
We bought 6. So that satisfies this, correct?
Yeah.
So do we know what the original price was? No. All right. Now, it says here the original price of a t-shirt, but we're first going to find out the original price of all what? All t-shirts. All right, then we'll go from there. Now, again, I can't really help you on this. All right, you got to help me walk through it. All right, and if you're not understanding what I'm telling you, then you can jump in. If you're understanding what I'm saying, then that's fine also. Do you have a question on what I'm saying?
I was going to say,
No, I'm going to let him tell me what to do. All right, so do we know the original cost of the t-shirts? No, so that's X. Now, what percent did we have to pay for those? That's right, 90%. And that came out to be what? 225. You good with that? Hold up, I'm listening.
I thought it would be we would only pay 80%. It's if you buy 3 shirts, you get 10%. If you buy 6, so 20%.
No, that's not how it works. Does everybody agree with me on that? If you go to the store and they say 50% off 1, if you buy 2, you don't get 100% off. You see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
If you buy 3 shirts, we're going to give you 10% off. In this case, they said, well, I'm just going to go ahead and buy what? 6, so I get what? 10% off. Because then if what you're thinking is true, we might as well buy a whole bunch of shirts and we get them for what? Free. You see what I'm saying, right? So it's not every 3 shirts you get 10% off. It's if you buy 3, then you get 10. All right? So you're good with this so far, Mr. Greek? So now, what was the original cost of the 6 shirts? What would they be? You know how to solve that?
Yeah, you do.
I'm listening.
2.5 divided by 0.9.
Yes. And tell me what that is. $250. Does everybody agree with that? It was $250. But that was for how many shirts? 6. And I think in the directions it wants, what is the original price of a t-shirt?
$41.60.
How'd you get that? That's exactly right. So, what did you say again?
$41.66.
$41.66. Anybody get that? Take $250 and divide it by 6.
It's 41.66.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just double checking him. So about $41.67 for a shirt. Does everybody agree with that? All right, that's not bad. All right, you're up. Read the next one.
Alright, the price of a desktop computer after discount was $1,800. If the discount was 20%, what was the original price?
Okay, I'm listening.
So,
Now, everybody should be setting this one up and listening to him. You try to set it up first. All right, go.
X X parentheses 0.8, and then it's 1,800 because it's the price with the discount.
Right.
So it's 1,800 divided by 0.8.
So the price of the computer was originally what?
It was originally 2,250.
Anybody else get that? Everybody okay? What? Good. Thank you. All right. You're up. Go.
Do X
Good.
and do 3.9
That's exactly correct.
equals 2,340.
Beautiful. So what was the original price?
2,600.
Everybody okay with that? 2,600.
Mhm.
I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Lily, go.
Okay, so what is the original price of an apple if you are paid since that discount I paid $1.20 for it? So X parentheses 0.2. Oh, 0.8, my bad.
0.8, right?
And then equals $1.20. So $1.50.
Anybody else get $1.50?
Mm-hmm.
All right. William, did you have a question, buddy?
No, I'm not. I know it's wrong. I heard 22,000.
Which one are you talking about?
On the way I'm wrong.
Well, do you have what I have written down?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. I point one.
Come on now. All right. Number 7 goes.
So you do
I can't hear you.
X
Good.
times 27
Good.
equals 17,500.
Very nice.
And 17,500 divided by
Which is?
25,000.
Anybody else get 25,000?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you. Alden, you're just interrupting. You just randomly say things. Join the class. You hear me? Now, if you have a question, raise your hand and I want to help you. All right, she's trying to tell me how to do something. Yes, sir. No, we're going right in order. Next.
If a PlayStation was bought for $195 after 10% discount, what was the original price of the PlayStation? X parentheses 195
Good job, kiddo. Tell me the answer.
divided by 500.
Anybody else get 550? All right, hopefully you guys are feeling better. Like I said, this is really hard for some reason. I never understood why this was challenging. All right, here we go. Next.
So, what is the original price of the TV set if you paid $1,080 for it after discount?
I'm listening.
So, it's X is parentheses 0.9, and then equals 1,080, and if you divide that, you get 1,002.
Yes. Everybody agree with that?
Yep.
Thank you. Easy, right? All right, go.
So, typically, 15% would be 75. So, X parentheses
X times, now be careful, 100 minus 10. Minus 5. Not 7. Oh, you see what I'm saying, right? All right. Don't worry about it. $500. Everybody get 500 on that? All right. So $500. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. All right. Everybody happy with that? Does everybody see how simple it is? Really simple. All right. So now, what we did here was I just found this somewhere. All right. So let's see what's going on here. All right. And Morgan, read it. The first one.
So, Griffin's General Store is having a 30% off sale on fans. Robert paid $25 for the fan. What is the original price of the fan?
So what do we do?
So you do X times 0.3.
X times point what?
Oh, 0.7.
Thank you.
And then equals $25.
Good.
And then the original price would be $35.71.
Anybody else get that? $35.71. Everybody happy? All right, Alden. You're up, bud. Read me the next one.
The clothes barn is having a 60% off sale for shorts. And you pay $15 per pair of shorts. What is the original price of the shorts?
So what do we have to do? Tell me how to set it up.
14 divided by, or no, you guys,
Set it up for me, just like everyone else.
it would be X
Good.
times 0.6. No. 0.6.
60% off.
0.4?
0.4. Do you understand this? We just did a whole bunch of problems. You okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Equals 14.
Yes. So now what?
And then you find 14 divided by 6. Or, no. 14 divided by 0.4.
Tell me. I'm waiting. You have a calculator.
Oh, right.
Alden, you wait. How much? How much?
35.
$35? Somebody double check that, please.
I know.
All right. Thank you, Alden. Next.
Okay, so you do X and then in parentheses 0.50. And then you would do equals 22.
Now, everybody should know that was kind of the easiest one, right? You don't have to do that one. Right, I'm going to let you do the next one. Because if something's 50% off, right, you're just dividing it by 2. So then the answer would have been, how much was your glasses?
$44.
$44, right? All right, again, there are times when 50% is just, you paid half. All right, so that was too easy. All right, but that's a good example. All right, so let's do the next one, please. All right, you're still up. Go.
Okay, so it would be X, and then
Good.
in parentheses 0.55.
Good.
And then it would equals 124
Exactly.
divided by 55, which gives you 225.5.
We're always rounding to the nearest penny, so 0.5. Is there nothing after the 5?
It's 0.45. But then,
Okay, so you're not rounding to the nearest tenth.
okay, so
0.45. What's after the 5?
4.
So then it'd be $225.45. Everybody happy with that?
Yes.
Everybody make sure you're not around to the nearest penny, because it doesn't always work out perfectly. Everybody happy with that? All right, Oscar.
X parentheses 0.7 equals 256.
Good. Come on. $365 and anybody else get that? Everybody happy? All right, William, you're up. Number 6.
So, Splash Sprinkles is having a 62% off sale. Ben paid $15 for photos. So you do 0.48.
How much?
0.48.
Now let me ask you this real quick. And again, I'm trying to teach everybody how to do this. Right, 100 minus 60 and then minus 2, right? So it'd be X times what?
X times, I mean, divided by 310.
But what you didn't tell me the percent again. Tell me again.
0.38.
Yes, thank you. X times 0.38 is equal to 310. Anybody else get it? 1579? Everybody okay with that? All right, good. All right, so now we're on to something a little different where we have discounts, tax, and tip. And sometimes you're going to ask for the discount, sometimes you're going to ask for the tip, sometimes you're going to ask for the total cost. You have to decide what we're looking at. All right, so now again, this one should be pretty easy if you have a good understanding of percentages. Yes, sir. Yeah, kind of what we did yesterday. But we have to understand, are we asking for the original or the new or all kinds of things here? So, Hunter, you're up. Read me number 1.
Okay, so it's in the department store for drug tests, so you would do.
Now, this one, listen to me, guys. Here I'm asking you to read carefully because they are this time asking for the what? They're asking for the discount. So we just can't give the what? We just can't give the sale price. So on a test, sometimes they'll ask for the discount, sometimes they'll ask for the sale price, sometimes they'll ask for what? Both. So now we're calculating both of them. All right, so what is the discount?
So the discount would be 40 times 0.7
No,
times 0.45.
that's correct because that will give you the discount. So do that on your calculator. Shouldn't really need a calculator for that, but that's okay. $10, right? Shh, we don't need help, Alden. $10. Now, $10 represents the what?
Discount.
$10 represents the discount. Now, if you can subtract that,
It's $30.
$30 would be the sale price. All right, so that's what I want on your paper. Now, I need to ask you something, though. Could we do now 40 times 0.75? And what do you think 40 times 0.75 would be? It would be 30. That's exactly right. If you wanted to double check your work, that's how you could do that. But now does everybody understand a little bit different from yesterday and today, right? They're asking for the what? Discount, which I think is kind of important. Because sometimes on a test, they'll say, what's the discount? You can't just automatically assume they're asking for the what? Sale price. What? That's okay.
$40 the sales price.
No.
Because
A
there's
$40 dress is marked. You see what I'm saying? So in a department, so when you go to the store, generally it'll say $40 on the tag, right? But that doesn't say if it's a percent off. It doesn't tell you on the tag what the cost would be. You understand what I'm saying now, right? All right. So it says it's marked $40 dress. All right. So that's how much you normally pay. You hear me? All right. Jake, you're up. That's okay. Read me number 2.
In a grocery store, a $12 case of soda would get a 20% discount. What is the discount?
So what is the discount, first of all?
12
Good.
open parentheses 0.8 plus 20.
No, not for the discount.
Point.
Yes. Yes, 0.2. I'm happy with that. So that's what?
2.4.
$2.40.
So I guess I got the deal.
You with me? Yes. Now, again, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Yesterday, we just would multiply by 0.8 and we'd be done. I'm trying to make sure you guys are hearing me. You understand the question is different today on this one. They're asking what is the discount, right? So the $2.40 would be the discount. Now, if you wanted to, you could just do 12 minus 240 to get the sale price, right? Or some of you like me, I would have just done 12 times what? 0.8 on my calculator, because that's less numbers to put in. Right? Does everybody see that? So what's that answer, Jake?
9.4.
960 is the sale price. So you have 2 options there. All right, Austin, you're up.
I already know.
Yes, just tell me.
Or it's 250 for both.
Yeah, 250. That's a good question just to review 50%. Okay, so let's look at the next one. All right, actually,
I do the next one.
yeah, let's do 4. Go.
Okay, in the bicycle shop, or the bicycle store, a $500 bicycle is marked to get a 30% discount. What do you sell?
Now, do we have to find the discount this time?
No.
No, we don't have to find the discount. So you can tell me
500 times 0.7.
exactly. Exactly. $350. Thank you very much. Hey, what time do we get out here today? I forget.
It was like 14 minutes.
14 minutes. Okay, we got time to finish up, guys. The whole idea of working hard in class is because I know you guys are slammed in all your classes. That's why I'm trying to get it done in class. And I want to get it done in class so you understand it. Also, that's why it's important to pay attention. All right, don't just write down the answers. All right, you do the problems on your calculator. All right, then you understand the problems. All right, we're back up top, Mr. Greet. Number 5. Read it.
If sales tax rate is 7.25% in California, then how much will you pay in Los Angeles for a pair of shoes that cost $89?
Okay, now who pays the tax when you walk into the store?
You.
I pay the tax. All right, I pay the tax. If I'm buying something, I have to pay the tax. The store does not pay the tax. All right, so I have to pay what percent if I buy it? 100%. But then we have to pay off the government, right? So we have to pay the government what?
7.25.
So I have to pay a grand total of how much? What percentage?
7.2.
Yes, this is what we were talking about yesterday. Come on, Mr. Greek, you paying attention to me? All right, so I'm paying 107.25% of everything I buy if I lived in California. All right. So how do I find the total cost now, Mr. Greek? Now remember, it's kind of what we did yesterday. So what's the price of the shoes? All right, so now what do I do with the 107.25? I'll give you a little hint. Multiply. You with me? Now how do I change 107.25% to a decimal? Yeah, so what is the decimal there? Come on. You're all right, man. Come on, come on. I know. All right, what is it? What's the decimal if I move it 2 places to the left?
1%.
Yeah, 1 point. Remember the, yes. Yes, come on now. Relax, do you hear me? All right, so look, this is kind of what we were doing yesterday now, right? So today we're just introducing tax, and since I have to pay the tax, I'm what? Adding that percent in. So that's where we're getting 107.25%. Do you hear me? So I take the cost of the shoes and multiply by 1.0725. You got to do that. Let's go. Remember, we're rounding to the nearest penny. Everybody make sure that you're doing that because you're practicing rounding to the nearest penny, because if you don't get it to the nearest penny, it's wrong on the test. Does anybody else agree 4183?
Yes.
Everybody okay with 4183? What? Come on. Don't get a grimace on your face. Just multiply 39 times 1.0725. What?
I'm confused how you got 1.7.
You didn't hear me talk about percentages. 100% plus, turn around. 100% plus the 7.25%. William, are you listening to me or are you just going off what you think? So it's 100% plus the 7.25%. If I add that together, what do I get?
107.
And now how do I convert that to a decimal? What are you asking me? Nothing. Not, no. William, no, you're not. Right?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. All right? Is everybody okay with 41.83? All right, Rivers, you're up. Come on.
Okay. So you do 106.5.
Now, we got to read carefully here, though, because again, I'm not. I think on the test I left it open. Sometimes you have to tell me what the tax is. Sometimes you have to tell me what the total is. Sometimes you have to tell me both. So in this question, it says, then how much sales tax is being charged? You hear me? So I have to figure out what the tax is. So I want to know how much tax. When you go buy a car, trust me, I recently purchased a car, and if you pay a lot in taxes, all right? Because think about it, if you bought a $30,000 car and they're being charged 6.5%, tell me how much tax that is.
So, what I did,
You would do 29,990 times what? What's the tax rate?
Yeah, 6.5.
So how do I write that as a decimal?
Point
Yes.
065.
Yes, 0.065. Everybody multiply that out. Put your hand down and just listen. That's the problem. You got your hand up and your ears closed. 29,990 times 0.065 will tell me how much what? What is that?
Taxes.
How much tax you have to pay. Right? So you're going to write them a check for 29,990. That's going to be for the car. And then you got a bill of what? How much?
1,949.35.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what you have. When you go buy a new car, that's what you're going to have to pay if you buy a $29,000 car. All right? That's how much in taxes you're going to pay. That's a lot. All right? Now, the question is, I want everybody to make sure they put what next to it. That's how much tax you had to pay. Now, it also says, what's your total bill? So now what would I do?
You could add them two together.
Yes, you just add those two together. All right, which was?
31,939.35.
$31,939.35. Anybody have any questions with that? Now you understand there were two questions there. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful. All right, you get to read the next one. Go.
Okay, so you would put 34,
Good.
then in parentheses you put .07375.
I'm very happy. Very nice work. Close the parentheses.
And then multiply 34.
Do that. Tell me.
And it's $2.51.
$2.51. All right, and then put next to that, that's how much I have to pay in what? Did it ask for the total price? Didn't ask for the total price. So you don't have to find the total price. Does everybody hear me? Oscar, are you with me yet, or you on your own still? You on your own still? Okay, good. Go, Austin.
Just so I'm clear, for this, you would do 34 times 1.7375.
You're not listening. You're not listening. Why don't I do that? Please tell me. And again, I'm not trying to give you a hard time. You understand what I'm saying, right? It's like some of you guys, this is what I keep trying to tell you. I promise you, listening to me is more important than getting done with the worksheet. I promise you that. And some of you guys don't understand that. And you're going to learn the hard way. Right? So I'm just telling you, I promise you, please stay with me. We're getting to the end, and the bell will ring. There's no reason to be in a hurry, because you're just going to be sitting here bored. Listen to what I'm saying. The question is only asking for what here, buddy?
Oh, I see.
You see what I'm saying, right? It's only asking for tax.
I didn't read.
Yes, I know. That's the number one mistake that's going to be on your test. You're going to get your test back and say, I should have got 100 if I would have only read the question. You think you know what you're doing, and you do, but you're going to make some mistakes if you don't answer the right question. That's what I'm trying to tell everyone. That's why Oscar's having a hard time. Right? Pay attention, please. William, right? Listen to what I'm saying. We're not in a hurry. We'll be done before the bell rings. You have no homework again. All right? Here we go. Who's up? Go, read.
Okay, at Best Buy they have a 42-inch TV that sells for $1,250 and is on sale for 15%, and sales tax is 6.5%. What is the final cost?
Wow, stop right here. Everyone, this is what I'm interested in right here. This is the most important question today. Listen to me. You're going into the store. I just bought a TV set. I couldn't believe how much taxes I was paying. All right, after I got a big discount, I thought, wow, it's going to be a good deal until you get the final bill, right? So now, please watch what I need you to do up here. Everybody, I want you to understand this. I'm only interested in the final bill, correct? So what was the original cost?
The original cost was $1,250.
So I need everybody to write down 1,250. Now, what discount do I get?
You get a 15%.
So how much do I have to pay for it?
85%.
85%. So I multiply that by what?
0.85.
0.85. Now, that's going to give me the sale price. I only have to pay tax on the what? The sale price. So now, what do I multiply that answer by? No. Just tell me, what do I multiply that answer by?
0.8.
No.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No. Tell me.
1.6.
Now you're, ooh, so
I meant
close.
to
So, well, what did you mean?
1.15.
No. Alden,
1.065.
thank you. Finally listening. You're multiplying by 1.065. Now explain that to me, Alden. Why am I multiplying by 1.065? Oh, come on. You can't give me the right answer and not know how to do it. How did you get 1.065? Yes, tell us. That's exactly right. You pay 100% of the sale price plus the 6.5% in tax. So it's 106.5, which is 1.065. Hopefully you understand that. Now, multiply that straight out, and that would be your bill. It would be kind of nice if you walk into a store and be able to calculate the final bill before you get to the register, because a lot of times the register is what? Wrong. All right, go. Who told me that answer? What was it?
I have 1,566.
No, I don't think so.
It was it's 1,131 and 56 cents. Yeah.
1,131.56 cents. All right. So that's how much you had to pay. All right. So again, very important. Very important. So here we go. The Smith family went to Buffalo Wild Wings. The bill was what? You just randomly jump again. The Smith family went to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings. The bill was $43.86. They gave a server 15% tip. What was the cost of the tip? What do I have to do?
40.86 divided or times 20.
Yes. No. Yes, because that's the tip. We want to know how much the tip was. All right? Now, listen, you guys. I thought we'd get done, but we have what? 3 questions. That's all you got for homework. Try those 3. Finish them up. Yes.
Would you give him a $7?
Yes. Yeah. I'm not saying that's correct, of course. I'm saying it's possible.
Wait, so for the tip, you do like you divide it by.
No, 43.86 times 0.15. That's the tip. Then you add it in. That's the total bill. Yes, sir.